and welcome back to Talks From. And also thank you for checking out another one of my videos. In this video, I'm going to discuss some of the idioms that you should use in your conversation. The major difference between a native English speaker and a beginner is not just the vocabulary or the accents. Could you take a guess? If you said knowing the most common English idioms, you are spot on. If you don't know how to express yourself properly, then how you will be able to build a genuine relationship with other people? Idioms bring color to any language, and knowing how to use them, that will make every conversation have moving forward much easier. To help you out, I have curated 10 most common English idioms and their meaning and how you can use it in your future conversation. So let's get started. The first one is a piece of cake. If this has your mouth watering, don't get too excited because I'm not going to talk about food with this idiom. When someone tells you that something was a piece of cake, they're telling that how easy it was. Be aware of how you express this because some people may perceive it as being cocky or overconfident. For example, you can say, "This exam was a piece of cake for me. How was it for you?" The next one is blow off steam. Stressed out? Maybe it's time to blow off some steam. Visualize a train blowing steam from the top and you probably get a sense of what the term means. It means to relieve stress, which could be in the form of punching a body bag, screaming into a favorite pillow, or getting an intense workout in. For example, I have been working 7 days straight this week. I'm going to Spain for a few days next week to blow off some steam. The next term is break a leg. Wait, before you take this literally and get mad at me, let me explain. Break a leg is actually a form of expression to tell someone good luck. Usually, this is a common English idiom you would use right before someone goes up to perform or goes through an important event such as public presentation. For example, ready to get up on the stage, go and break a leg. The next one is cut to the chase. Do you have any friend or family member who cannot seem to stay on the topic? They just jump from one story to another and they can never get to the point of the story itself. This is when you can tell someone to cut to the chase in a very nice way. For example, you can say, "Okay, this person has been talking for 30 minutes about the same topic. Cut to the chase already." The next term is get over it. Are you struggling to overcome a difficult past or experience? Whether it was from your childhood or a recent event, getting over it is the best way to move on with your life. In other words, get over it means to get over an obstacle that is in your way. In most cases, it is mentally. For example, I know she cheated on you, Mark, but it's been 5 years already. You have to get over it, man. The next is hang in there. Imagine hanging onto one arm at the end of a cliff. You are hanging on for dear life to stay alive as you feel yourself slipping. When you or someone else is going through a rough patch, you can offer some words of encouragement by saying, "Hang in there" or "Stay strong." For example, "We have just got 1 more mile left. You are already 99% there. Just hang in there." The next one is pull yourself together. Picture a lazy-looking person who is slouching down on the couch. Now imagine a buff-looking character pulling this person up from behind to sit straight. This may not be the best illustration in this world, but I hope this paints a picture for you. Pulling yourself together means to get your life in order when you are in a mess. Maybe you have ever been through a breakup with your partner and you need to pull yourself together by getting back on the dating train. For example, "We have got to finish this project by midnight tonight. Let us pull ourselves together and get this done properly." The next one is rule of thumb. Why there is a rule that is associated with your thumb? Well, we have no clue. But in English, you will hear most people refer to as an unwritten rule that is commonly known by other people. There is no exact science or law that defines this rule. Just think of it as general principles that is understood by those in your culture. Keep in mind, a rule of thumb can be completely different from one culture to another. For instance, Australians are known to make jokes at funerals, whereas a rule of thumb in the United States is to keep a straight face. For example, as a rule of thumb, you want to tip at least 15% you go to a fancy restaurant in Manhattan. Last but not the least is blew me away. I'm full of expressive illustrations today, isn't it? When you are so taken back by a person, event, or experience, you can refer to it as being blown away by it. Similar to a strong wind blowing away the branches of the leaves, a breathtaking event can blow you away. For example, Sally is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. She literally blew me away with her smile. Okay, so that was it for today. I wish this video helps you in your future conversations. I hope to see you again. Take care till then. I'll see you very soon in my next video. Until then, bye bye.